I rock a dad bod. Drop my Hellcat like it's NASCAR. Barbecuing in my backyard. Gotta love it on my dad bod.
Hey, welcome to the podcast for the Western Ontario Super Hockey League. That, of course, the theme song, Dad Bod, suits me perfectly. Not a dad, but I make all the dad noises and I rock the dad bod. K-Fel with you. We've got ourselves a big podcast today because you probably heard the news. 2 expansion teams coming. We are going to talk with Jeff Zehr. He is the general manager of the Plattsville Lakers. That is one of 2 new teams joining the Western Ontario Super Hockey League. We are going to chat with him. We are going to recap what took place in the finals because we had last week off due to the Easter weekend. So thanks to Darren Stevenson of 519 Sports. He's hooked me up with his highlight packages from game 1, 2, 3, and 4. We'll get to that. But first, let's talk with the new kid in town, Jeff Zehr from the Plattsville Lakers. That interview coming up on the other side of the logo. All right, on the podcast today is Jeff Zehr. First of all, welcome to the league. You will be the general manager of the brand new Plattsville Lakers. Jeff, congratulations on getting the franchise and welcome.
Yes, thanks for having me. We are really excited and looking forward to a entertaining year.
So let's go through a little bit of, now that the team is in the league, what is the process? Are you reaching out to players or players reaching out to you?
We haven't officially had any sort of an announcement from our team yet. So that's in the works. We have a couple of meetings, actually one right after this meeting today. I have a meeting, and then over the next week or so, we'll get some more groundwork laid. I have had probably 10, 15 players, former players, and in the KW area that have reached out, just wondering a little bit about what's going on and what looks forward to the future. Have a couple more live streams lined up. So the interest is already there, but I think as we get more followers and more live streaming and such out there, the buzz will become a little bit more real, and we'll start signing guys and all that throughout the summer leading up to the fall.
And is there a history of this level of hockey in Plattsville? Plattsville clearly is a hockey town.
So Plattsville, we brought our Lakers team franchise from London 2 years ago. Then this COVID crap hit. Last year was our first year of actually playing, and Plattsville's first year of having a junior team. And we were with all the restrictions and all the nonsense, we were very successville in the community and with our crowd support. So I know that Plattsville's always had a great following for their men's league. Trevor Bear and the rink staff and all that. The community is big on their Friday, Saturday night hockey there. And now that we come in Sunday afternoons, we've had a great following, and we're looking forward to really building up the community and getting more support and bringing some entertainment for some fun day Sunday.
Absolutely. And Sunday afternoon is a great time for a family. They can go out to the rink as a family, enjoy the game, and still be home for good time. So it's a good time for you guys to have your home games.
Yeah, we at first we were a little miffed that we wouldn't have Friday or Saturday nights going back a couple of years, but we did have Sunday afternoons this year, and it, like you said, it works out awesome because the players and staff and whatnot, you can have lunch at home, do your thing on a Sunday, and then after lunch, 1, 2 o'clock, whatever time it is, you can head down to the rink and start preparing and get ready. 3 o'clock warm up, 3:30 puck drop.
And have you been watching the WOSHL? I want to know your thoughts as to coming into what is now a league that's a year old, and you will be a new team.
Yeah. So last year already, I was following a lot of what Jamie Petrie was and is doing with Stratford Irish. That's where we've kind of lived before, and we have roots and all that kind of stuff. And then in the hockey community, obviously. So following, the noise and all that kind of stuff that he brought in the first year and the excitement, and then watching some of the players sign, some that have played in our league or with us, or that we played against, or that we tried recruiting for junior and never happened, and all that kind of, buzz and excitement. And then, following over the course of the year, with having our COVID breaks and whatnot, and with the final still going on right now, it's, a chance to kind of see where we're at, or where the league's at after year one. I think they did a great job, and, I'm looking forward, not to rush them or whatever, but I'm looking forward to the finals being done, so that, we can get to groundwork and get plugging away for next year.
And there you go. You're talking about the groundwork. Where do you even start? Have you ever started an expansion franchise before? What's your first, now that the announcement's made, what is your first order of business?
Well, we're going to tighten up as our business, get our goals, try to work on getting more followers and really building up the community first. Like I was talking to Jamie and some of the league members, as far as assembling a team and a squad, that's the easiest part out of all the expansion team or joining a new league. Getting players is always the easy part, especially being so involved in hockey. It's more so building up. Like I said, you're going to hear me say this all year, is keep building the community and adding people to the excitement and the involvement with our hockey team. It's not just what we're going to be doing on ice, it's what we're going to be doing off ice as well. And in the community, fundraisers, golf tournaments, any sort of give back, donations that we can make, just keep paying it forward and get that support behind us when we need it.
100%, Jeff. You said it perfectly. Icing the team is the easy part. It's getting the team, getting the people behind the scenes together, getting into the community. And I wish you nothing but the best of luck in the future endeavors with WOSHL. I am really looking forward to seeing the Lakers for the first time here at the Allman Arena. And you've got a lot of work ahead of you, Jeff. I'm excited to see you ice the team this year.
Yes, we are. I got goosebumps right now. Yeah, we're thrilled. We're excited. We know that, being 7 minutes from the 401 and 15 minutes from Kitchener, 20 minutes Waterloo, 20 Cambridge, we're going to have a lot of the KW area, former junior school and some ex-pro players that are really going to want to be part of. We're not really this will be our eighth year as a franchise, but it'll be our first year in the WOSHL. But we're going to come in rocking and making the boards and knocking. So we're going to be an exciting team, and that's, like I said, on and off the ice.
Fantastic, Jeff. Thank you so much for taking some time with me today to discuss your new team coming into the WOSHL, and good luck coming up in the next season.
Thank you very much.
Very excited about having the Plattsville Lakers join the Western Ontario Super Hockey League. It should be a lot of fun next season. But hey, this season not over yet. It has been one heck of a finals for the first ever Sleeman Cup champion. Some weird facts about the series so far is every home team has won. Yeah, there has been not a single road victory in the finals just yet. And all the scores have been very, very similar. Now, I could sit here and wax poetically about the series, or I could show you 519's video packets from game 1, 2, 3, and 4. So let's do that instead. I was a visual learner, and hopefully you are too. Here's game 1, 2, 3, and 4 back to back to back to back to get you caught up on what's taken place up until this point.
Here come the Tillsonburg Thunder for Game 1 in the Western Ontario Super Hockey League Championship Series. The Thunder and the Allure Rocks are battling in a best-of-7 to decide the first ever league champion. And the first good scoring chance goes to the visitors. This is Mitchell Fitzmaurice with a break. Colin Dunn with the denial. He makes a glove save there, keeping the game scoreless. But a few minutes later, the Thunder score the first goal of the series on this play. Mike Rebry with a beauty feed to Mitch Green, and he rips it in. Green opens the scoring, 1-0 Tillsonburg. Back comes Allura. Jeremy Goodwin looking to tie it up. He cuts in and fires. Jesse Raymond with the stop. 1-0 Thunder after 20 minutes. Second frame now, Matt Weston wins the battle behind the net, and he sets up Brendan Barletta. The Thunder strike 35 seconds into the middle period. 2-0 Tillsonburg. The Rocks now trying to get something going. They set it up for Alex Utley, and he gets Allura on the board. Utley puts it in, and we've got a 1-goal game, and the Rocks keep coming. Zach Cameron with a long bomb for Jacob Black. He's got a breakaway. Black comes in and scores on his own rebound. Allura with 2 quick goals. It's 2-2, and 30 seconds after that, Phil Terry coming in. He drops for Yanni Skropoulos. Back to Terry, and he gives Allura the lead. That's 3 goals in 2 minutes and 32 seconds. The Rocks scoring in bunches. They are up 3-2. Back to the highlights in a minute. First, a reminder that Game 2 in this series will be played on Saturday, April 2nd in Tillsonburg. For the entire series schedule, check out WOSHL.com. Still in the second, how about this save from Colin Dunn? He absolutely robs Mike Rebry on the doorstep. Spectacular from Dunn. As we watch it again on the replay, it stays 3-2 Allura. Later in the period, more pressure from Tillsonburg. Mike Rebry with a steal, and it's Cam Salt getting the goal. The Thunder pulling even. It's 3-3, and they strike again before the period is over. Matt Weston is stopped, but Mike Rebry buries the rebound. Tillsonburg is back on top. It's 4-3 after 2 periods. Let's move to the third, and here come the Rocks. Chad Heron to Steve Dole, and it's a top shelf snipe. We are all tied up. It's 4-4, and once again the Rocks scoring in bunches. 56 seconds later, Sean Pickering circling the net, and he gets a bounce. Pickering putting Allura back on top. It's 5-4. The Thunder now looking for the equalizer. It's a Mike Rebry breakaway. Colin Dunn coming through with another huge save. He was terrific between the pipes for Allura. A few minutes later, the puck is bouncing around in front. Steve Dole grabs it and buries his second goal of the night. He extends the lead, making it 6-4. Then it's an absolute missile from Zach Cameron. He rips it home on the pass from Ty Campbell. The Rocks with a 3-goal advantage, and we end this video with another excellent save from Colin Dunn, the Rocks goaltender, with 32 saves in the series opener, and it's Allura taking it on home ice. They win it by a final score of 7-5 and lead the series 1-0. Game 2 is on Saturday night in Tillsonburg. Puck drop is at 7:30. For more highlights, visit our website, 519sportsonline.ca. Be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel and follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. A special presentation before Game 2 of the Sleeman Cup Championship Series. League President Jamie Petrie presenting the co-MVPs with their awards. Todd Ratchford from Tillsonburg and Ray Robbins from the Stratford Fighting Irish being recognized. The Allure Rocks going for a second straight victory after winning the series opener on Friday on home ice. The Tillsonburg Thunder hoping to even the series at 1 game apiece. Opening period, the the Rocks buzzing. Sean Pickering drops it back for Zach Cameron, and he opens the scoring. Cameron buries it, giving Elora a 1-0 lead. A few minutes later, the Thunder answer. Oakley Thomas grabs the puck at center. He skates in, and he gets Tilsonburg on the board. It's 1-1 after the first period. Second frame now, the Thunder looking for the lead. The puck pops out to Zach McQuaid, and he buries it. McQuaid giving Tilsonburg their first lead of the game. It's 2-1, and the Thunder strike again 2 minutes later. Here comes the captain. Mike Rebry skates in and puts it in. Rebry is having a terrific series. He makes it 3-1 Tilsonburg. Back comes Elora 19 seconds later. Chad Herron to Stephen Dole, and he's got his third goal of the series. The Rocks are back within a goal. It's 3-2. Later in the period, it's a beauty passing play from Tilsonburg. Chris Knotts behind the back to Curtis Christo, and he sets up Andrew Tapsell. What a goal that is! Tapsell restoring the 2-goal advantage. 4-2 Thunder. Back to the highlights in a minute. First, we remind you that Game 3 in the Sleeman Cup Final will take place on Friday, April 8th at the CW Sportsplex. For the entire series schedule, check out WOSHL.com. Later in the period, John Palumbo over to Aaron Smith. He fires, and it's Stephen Dole getting the goal. That's his second marker of the night. Elora is now trailing 4-3, and they pull even before the period is over. The puck goes to John Palumbo, and he's got the equalizer. The game is tied at 4 after 40 minutes. Third period now, Yanni Skropoulos with a blast from the point, and the Rocks getting a bounce. Stephen Dole completing the hat trick. Elora takes the lead 40 seconds into the final period. It's 5-4. Back come the Thunder. It's a 2-on-1. Scott Stafford to Andrew Tapsell, and he makes no mistake. Big goal Tapsell. We are knotted at 5, and the Thunder regain the lead 4 minutes later. Jake Brown behind the net, setting up Matt Weston. Back and forth we go. 6-5 Tilsonburg, and with just over a minute to go, Todd Ratchford flips it down the ice and scores into the empty net. That goal makes it 7-5 Tilsonburg, and the Thunder hang on for the victory. The series is now tied at 1. Game 3 will be played on Friday, April 8th. Puck drop is at 8:30 at the CW Sportsplex.
For more highlights, visit our website, 519sportsonline.ca. Be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel and follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter.
A big crowd at the Center Wellington Sportsplex for Game 3 in the Sleeman Cup Championship Series. Colin Dunn and the Elora Rocks shooting for a second straight victory on home ice. Jesse Raymond leading the Tilsonburg Thunder onto the ice. Coming in, the series all tied at 1. Opening period, Jake Brown with a good chance to open the scoring. He's all by himself. Colin Dunn turns it away for Elora. He keeps the game scoreless. Back the other way, Mateo Condotta grabs it along the boards. He finds Ty Campbell in front. Good save from Jesse Raymond. Both goalies very sharp in the first period. No score after 1. Second period now, the Thunder with a 5-on-3 power play. Todd Ratchford, top of the circle, rips it in. Ratchford opens the scoring. He gives Tilsonburg a 1-0 lead. A few minutes later, Elora strikes from the face-off. Charlie Stevens with a tip in front. Stevens ties the game. We are knotted at 1. 59 seconds later, it's another offensive zone face-off, and it's another goal for the Rocks. This time, Andrew Whalen puts it in. Elora striking for 2 quick markers, and they take the lead. It's 2-1. Still in the second, this is Phil Terry coming in. He drops it back for Andrew Whalen, who fires and scores. Whalen with his second goal of the period. He gives the home side a 2-goal advantage. 3-1 Elora. Back to the highlights in a minute. First, a reminder that that Game 4 in the Sleeman Cup Final is Saturday, April 9th in Tillsonburg. Check out the entire series schedule at WOSHL.com. Later in the second period, watch the far boards. Aaron Smith comes over and he levels Curtis Cristo, and that sets off a scrum, pushing and shoving in front of the Elora bench. Smith and Cristo both getting penalties on the play. Still in the second, how about this save from Elora's Colin Dunn? He reaches back with his stick and robs Jake Brown. What an incredible save from Dunn. Here is the replay, done with a stick save, and after the period, Jake Brown coming over, giving props to the Rocks goalie. 3-1 Elora after 40 minutes. Third period now, Todd Ratchford in his own zone with a lead pass for Zach McQuaid. He's got a breakaway and he's got a goal. McQuaid buries it. The Thunder now trailing 3-2. Back comes Elora 3 minutes later. Loose puck in front of the net. Charlie Stevens bangs it in. That's his second marker of the night, and he restores the 2-goal advantage. But this game was far from over. Here comes Tillsonburg. Brendan Barletta with the point shot. Matt Weston in front buries the rebound. Big goal Weston. The Thunder once again trailing by a goal. Final minute now. The Thunder with an empty net. They're looking to tie it up. Todd Ratchford is at the far point. He throws it on net. It goes to Matt Weston, and he's got another one. Weston with the equalizer. He scores with 49 seconds left on the clock. What a comeback. It's 4-4, and we need overtime. Early in the extra period, look out. It's a breakaway for Jacob Black. He's looking for the winner. Huge save, Jesse Raymond. He comes through, and overtime continues. Midway through the period now, Sean Pickering gives it to Jacob Black, and this time he makes no mistake. He wires it home for the overtime winner. The Rocks celebrating as they take Game 3 on Friday night. 5-4 is the final. Elora now leads the series 2-1 with Game 4 in Tillsonburg tonight. Puck drop is at 7:30.
For more highlights, visit our website, 519sportsonline.ca. Be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel and follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter.
It's Game 4 in the Sleeman Cup Championship Series from Tillsonburg. The Thunder looking to even the best-of-7 series. The Elora Rocks shooting for a 3-1 lead on the road. And it's a solid start for the Thunder. Just over 2 minutes in, this is Derek Slatt breaking in, and his shot squeaks through. Tillsonburg is on the board first. They are up 1-0. Back come the Rocks 3 minutes later, and it's a terrific effort by Chad Herron. He gets by the defender and puts it in. Herron ties the game. It's 1-1, and the Rocks take the lead before the period is over. Alex Utley chases it down, and he sets up Andrew Whalen. Nice pass, good finish. Elora is up 2-1. Then it's a beauty goal from Chad Herron. He skates in and buries his second marker of the night. The Rocks with 2 quick goals. They are up 3-1 after 20 minutes. Second period now. Here come the Thunder. Eric Langridge sends it over to Jake Brown, and he puts it in. Terrific play by Tillsonburg. They now trail by a goal, and the Thunder pull even a few minutes later. The centering pass goes to Mike Rebry, and he's got the equalizer. Rebry ties the game. It's 3-3 after 2 periods. Back to the highlights in a minute. First, a reminder that Game 5 in the Sleeman Cup Final will be played on Friday, April 22nd at the CW Sportsplex in Fergus. For the entire series schedule, check out WOSHL.com. Let's move to the third. It's a Tillsonburg power play. Mike Rebry's on the near side. He finds Mitchell Fitzmaurice, who puts the Thunder on top. They erase a 3-1 deficit. 4-3 Tillsonburg. Back comes Elora. Phil Terry with a good chance in front. Jesse Raymond comes over and makes a big save. It stays 4-3 Thunder. Later in the period, Jake Brown sends it back to Matt Weston, and it's Cam Salt getting the goal. He dives and pokes it in. Salt giving Tillsonburg a 2-goal advantage. It's 5-3, and this series is now a best of 3. The Thunder hang on for a 5-4 victory, and they even the series at 2 games apiece. Game 5 is Friday, April 22nd at the CW Sportsplex in Fergus. Puck drop is 8:30.
For more highlights, visit our website, 519sportsonline.ca. Be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel and follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter.
Bingo bango game 1, 2, 3, and 4. They were some beauties. Some awesome games. The home crowds are loving it, but I think how you have to win this series is you're going to have to win one on the road. Can the Thunder or the Rocks do that? We're going to find out this weekend because it fires back up tomorrow night, Friday, 8:30 in Fergus. And then game 6 is a go, 7:30 in Tillsonburg. And by the way this series is looking, now I'm not going to say it, but we likely could see how I did that? Likely could see. I didn't say we're going to see. I said likely could see a game 7 on the 24th, so Sunday at 7:30 in Fergus. Next week, we will have the first ever Sleeman Cup champion. How awesome is that? We will wrap up the season next week and wrap up this series and talk to whoever hoists the cup. Should be an absolute beauty of a finish to this fantastic season and this fantastic series. That's it for me. I'm K-Fel, your host of the Western Ontario Super Hockey League's podcast. The song you're hearing, Dad Bod, Jamie Mines out of Calgary. Flames fans know him as Trumpet Guy. You can pick up his music, iTunes, and anywhere else you download music. Jamie Mines, check him out. A really interesting, cool, new artist out of Calgary, Alberta. We'll have a champion for you next week. Have yourself a wonderful weekend. Enjoy the Sleeman Cup Finals. Who's it gonna be? We'll find out probably Tuesday or Wednesday when I post next week's. Have a great weekend. Enjoy this weekend's hockey.
Rock a dad bod. Drop my Hellcat like it's NASCAR. It's NASCAR. Barbecuing in my backyard.